Bill and Ben are twins. They work at the Soda China Clay Pits, taking trucks all the way to Brandon Docks. And they like to be really useful. They often have fun. But they often mess with the engines when they were busy. Most of the times it gets them into a few problems. But Bill and Ben often like to be having fun. One night, Bill and Ben are talking to Liam, and they noticed it was a bit crazy from when Liam had broke down. Looks like yours was a bit awesome from it. Yeah, and at least I didn't notice the ghost. Ghost? What ghost, Liam? Yeah, what ghost? The ghost engine. I noticed it when I heard it got into an accident when it was taking some trucks heading down the line and then got into an accident. All that was left was just trucks heading down the line without anyone noticing, heading through the shadows. Ghost engine? Bill and Ben decided to say nothing. They were a bit worried to notice the ghost engine, and they noticed it's gonna be difficult. Later, Ben was shunting trucks to get the trucks ready to take to Brandon Docks when Mavis was there. She was shunting the trucks full of stone and she was getting it ready to take to Nafford Harbor. She noticed Ben was worried. Hey Ben, what's with you? You look a bit worried. Oh, sorry Mavis, just worried about the ghost engine that me and Bill noticed. And Ben explained everything to Mavis for what Liam had said. Don't worry, I'm sure things will be fine. And I'm sure you already got it. Thomas and Emily and Henry had noticed it when they thought it was the trucks that Salty had told them. And then later, they noticed it was just the wind blowing through the pipes. Wow, Mavis. Looks like it's the craziest thing that ever happened. But don't worry, I'm sure you and Bill will be fine. Oh, sorry, I have to go. I gotta get those trucks shunted for Nafford Harbor. I'll see you later. And Mavis went off shunting the stone trucks to take to Nafford Harbor. Ben was still worried, but he noticed he has to try. Later that night, Bill was taking some trucks full of stone all the way to Vickerstown Yards. He went onto the bridge, but then he stopped. He noticed something. Huh? What's going on? Bill was a bit worried, but then an engine appeared on the bridge. He didn't know, but Bill was spooked. He was a bit worried. The engine was still on the bridge. Bill was still worried. I feel like it's noticing it. And it's making my side rods rattle. And it's giving my firebox chills. Before Bill noticed anything else, the engine disappeared. Okay, driver, I think we should head back. Don't worry, we'll head back. And don't worry, Bill, I'm sure things will be fine. I'm sure things are still fine, Stefani. And with that, Bill went off heading back. He was a bit worried and he didn't know what's going on. Later, Bill talked to Ben about it. Are you sure you really noticed it? I did notice it when I was on the bridge. It disappeared and when I was taking the trucks to Vickerstown Yards. It might be the ghost engine that Liam told us about. I'm not sure, but I think I really did notice it. Like, I was on the bridge and I noticed an engine, and then it disappeared. I don't know what it was, but it was crazy. before Ben could say anything else, Bill's driver arrived. Boko had broke down while taking some trucks to the other part of the line. You have to take the trucks while Boko's getting repaired. What? Late at night? Are you sure? I'm not sure about it. Don't worry, you'll probably get there right on time. Bill and Ben were still worried, but they knew they have to try. Night had came and Bill and Ben were coupled up to Boko's late night train. Bill and Ben are still worried. Do you think we'll still see the ghost engine that Liam told us about? I'm not sure, Ben, but I'm sure if we did notice it, I'm sure we'll try to make sure things were still fine. Like, I'm not sure, but I'm sure things are still gonna be fine. Bill and Ben waited for things to be ready. Later, everything was ready and Bill and Ben went off, taking the trucks to the other part of the line. Bill and Ben headed down the line, but they were still worried about the ghost engine that Liam had told them. Until later, they got to the bridge and then they stopped for a little bit. I'm not sure about it, but we can make it, Ben. I know you're worried, but we'll try. Bill was still worried. Ben noticed he was spooked, but we'll get through it. And they moved all the way to the bridge. Bill and Ben, they moved across the bridge. It wasn't long until they got to the other part of the bridge and they headed down the line. Bill and Ben got over to the bridge and they headed down the line. It wasn't long until they arrived right on time and they noticed it. Wow, you came early. It was thanks to Ben. I noticed the ghost engine, but Ben had helped me. And Bill and Ben explained everything to Henry. Wow, you did awesome when you got over the bridge. Looks like you two are so brave. Thanks, Henry. At least we almost had it, even though I did notice the ghost engine. And it looks like you did, Bill. And it was thanks to Ben. He helped me when I noticed it. Yeah, even though it was a bit crazy, but we already got it. And Bill and Ben noticed it was the awesome thing that ever happened. Later, when Bill and Ben arrived at the sheds at the Soda China Clay Pits, Bill and Ben talked to Liam about it. And it looks like you did already got it. Yeah, and sorry about it. It's fine, at least you were brave to notice the ghost engine. Yeah, and it looks like we did, Liam. And Bill and Ben noticed the craziest thing that ever happened. But they didn't know that they really did notice it, but they noticed they have been really useful to notice it. Just a little bit.